Hello, this is Kristen. This is my RISE self-evaluation for new media formats. So, when I first saw this class on my upcoming classes, I really didn't know what to expect. But when I began week 1, I realized it's dealing with social media. Social media is extremely big and is constantly growing. So, I am a 90s baby. So I was around when social media first took off, and I think that was middle school leading into high school. And the first marketing and advertising that I saw was people posting events, parties, and people would have themselves as a self-proclaimed event planner. So people will literally have people come to them. They'll spread the word. Oh, so-and-so plans events, so-and-so does that. And they will market themselves, and people will reach out. And it was just so amazing that you could actually gain business and make a name for yourself via social media. Before social media, it was just strictly word of mouth. Like, oh, I know a person who does this. I know a person that does that. But now social media, you wake up one day and you're like, okay, I want a new hairstyle, but I don't know what I want. I don't know who can do it. I don't know how this person's work look. I don't know who's in my area. And you can literally go on social media, type in a simple description of what you're looking for, and it's hundreds and thousands of different people. So my attitude coming in on this, I already have experience with it, but I really had experience with it as far as my personal page. So I would use Facebook. Like, my first social media was MySpace, but that's not here anymore, really. So Facebook, I was a big Facebook person. Then Instagram. LinkedIn, I really didn't learn about LinkedIn until I started, job hunting. And then when I started my journey with Full Sail University, that's when I really got into LinkedIn. But me and my attitude coming in, I was like, okay, well, I get to learn more because I already have a passion for social media only because I grew up along with it, and I know people who have businesses. I even had like a little small reselling thing on other social media. I don't know if you would consider it social media, but it's this website called Poshmark, and it's like you create a page, you market, you advertise your page, and you get people to come on your page to buy your product. So, I had a little experience with that too. And then previously, when I was working with a graphic design company, I would have to basically manage the post. Like, if there was a sale going on, I would create a post, and then people would share that, or I would use hashtags. So I already knew Instagram was big on hashtags. So for my personal page, it was like less stress. So it was like, I'll just post something cute and just put a hashtag, and now I have more followers. But then when it came to the career field that I want to go down, it's like, how do you market yourself as an advertiser, or wanting to be an advertiser, wanting to be a marketing specialist, and you are just starting off? And so I had like I said, I didn't want to be, have my own business, because most people, if they're small, they'll try to do their own advertising marketing. And if they're big, they want to find somebody with experience. And so I'm thinking like, okay, well, how can I market myself if I really don't have that much experience? So receiving my feedback from my peers, I see that it's best if I do little test runs and post it so people can see at least what I'm capable of. Like, what current skills do I have? Am I able to put together a poster? Which I have done several in previous classes, so I can just upload that. But yeah, my attitude coming in, I was really excited. I'm like, what can I learn? And I already knew a lot about it, but I really didn't know too much. I didn't pay too much about the audience or the post, like how many people came to visit my page type stuff. So yeah, as I started working, on my posts, I'm thinking like, okay, well, what hashtags can I use for Instagram? How can I find people with similar interests on Facebook? And my LinkedIn is more so, how can I connect, how can I network with all these other people? What can I say, or how can I make myself stand out with my LinkedIn profile? So if I had more time, I would probably create more posts, even videos, because like I said, I wanted to do YouTube before, which that can sometimes fall in with advertising, because a lot of them get sponsored by people that they want to advertise. But if I had more time, I would create more posts, more videos. I would try to reach out to more people. But like I said, my whole problem was, how do I market myself if I'm just a newbie? And my experience with the social media was like social media management, sort of. It wasn't like trying to boost up a new starting page. It was like the graphic design company already had their target audience. It was just putting out promotions and putting out new products type stuff. But when you're starting from the bottom, it's like, oh my god, how do I do it? So I had to research more on that. So I would have did more research, which I'm going to continue to do research. I'm going to have to continue to post. I'm going to have to come up with a better concept and like what direction I'm really going to take my career path in. But my experience in this course, it will definitely help me out. It will definitely help me out, because everybody knows social media is big on advertising and marketing. If you are a photographer, if you are an actress, if you are an app developer, if you are a fashion designer, if you are trying to teach a certain skill, people go on social media to market themselves. So, it's so many people that you can contact to work with, to get tips from. There's plenty of videos on social media. But this class, it was a very, very important class, because in media communications, it's media. You communicate yourself through the media. So one of the top medias here is social media. So this class, it was a very, very good class. It just helped me learn more on new media formats. And it's a really, really fun, interesting course. And sometimes it makes me think like, well, should I pursue into social media management? Because I know it will be fun. It will be fun, and it's not that difficult. It's all about to get into deeper, in-depth thing. It's more, when you post your post at a certain time, you can reach a bigger audience. I didn't know that. When I was doing research, I saw that. So compared to when you post at lunchtime, people on the lunch, they be on their phone. Compared to if you post at 5 in the morning, it's like some people may be getting ready for work and they're not going on social media. Or if you post at 6, people are in rush hour traffic, so they may not be on their phone. So it's a lot of tips and tricks to when it goes to posting on social media. But overall, I enjoyed this class. It's going to help me out in the future. It's going to help me really determine what direction I'm going to go with in my marketing advertisement. So I'm going to continue to promote my classes, going to continue to do research. Excuse me. But yeah, thank you. So I enjoyed this class, and I'm so happy that my journey is going well. So thank you for viewing.